guys!
Oh, hey!
Come on in! So, if you've been following our journey as a band, third time's a charm. We are finally in a bandwagon and not in a band anymore. So we're super stoked. It has been life-changing, truly. This is our first like major market headliner, so we were able to upgrade a little bit. And it's really, really cool. So we just put out our new song, Risk. It's kind of a departure from our last record, Retrovision, and the start of a new era for Honey Revenge. It's a little moodier, a little more mature, a little darker. And we've been playing it on this tour, and it's been really cool because we dropped the song the day of the first day of tour. And as the shows and the tours progress, it's cool to see more and more people singing the words. They know it now, so it's really, really sick.
We got this big old TV in here. We've used it one time to watch Talladega Nights. That was sick. We got a fridge and a freezer. I got my handy dandy Italian sub. We got some sandwich making meats and cheeses. We got our protein drinks, some apples, a whole bunch of White Claws.
Yeah, I am not a big snack person, but I'm a big leftovers girl. So every time I try food in a new city, I get to keep it for a couple days, which is awesome because I have bigger eyes than I do a stomach. And I drink a lot of protein shakes for breakfast because I have finally been able to get a workout routine on tour, which has been also life-changing and making everything so much better.
Hey, there's 2 bottles of tequila and a couple of Uncrustables.
Yeah, so I love magnets. Back home, my boyfriend and I try and pick up a new magnet on every tour, and a fan actually gave us this cute one. It's just like a little bee cowgirl. She's very like Chapel Roan coated, and then I want to say they picked these up along the way, but I honestly don't know. But I'm excited to pick up some more. I really try and get a new one on every tour when we play a new city. Another thing in the kitchen is we have all sorts of yummy scented candles. This is cinnamon spiced vanilla. We've got coastal lavender and another cinnamon chai. All smell really good. We'll burn these, you know, sometime. You got laundry in here, you got dirty laundry, you got sweaty bodies, people that have been playing shows and sleeping in hot bunks, so it's nice to have something that makes it a little fresh. We got hand sanitizer, we got a little toaster bud, and then this is my iHome from my apartment that I use to work out. This does have a speaker, I just haven't figured out how to use it yet, so I use this when I'm working out with my Pilates machine or just doing sit-ups in the wagon. So, we got cupboards and microwaves. We've been stocking up on the Oreos and the chips on this tour. I'm not personally much of a snack person, but Donnie loves to get the munchies. So.
Why do you say it like that? Dog. I got my handy dandy trail mix because it's not that expensive and it takes me a long time to eat them. We got so many protein bars in here. So many protein bars because they're sweet treats, but they're also kind of good for you. Milk favorite cookie. Hell yeah. And we got a whole bunch of bread. Dude, let's see, we got somebody's popcorn.
Yeah, that's our photographer, Kelsey. Our photographer, Kelsey, loves her popcorn.
I got my barbecue. I don't know how we keep getting pita chips. None of us eat the pita chips. We have so many pita chips. We just got some bread and then tortilla chips.
We've been changing up the rider. So we had the same rider for a long time, and our merch manager and assistant TM, M, is really, whoa! She's really, really nifty with the rider spider. So we've been adjusting it every day to our needs. Today, Donnie had socks on the rider.
I got some new socks on the rider.
So like it's more fitting to our needs. I have the protein shakes every day. That's really my main thing. Ideally, I like a strawberry plant-based protein shake, but they usually just give us vanilla, which is fine. Donnie,
I get an Italian sandwich on the rider because buying food every day is so expensive, so this way I have lunch.
Yeah, I'd say that, the Uncrustables come on, all of the waters. I be chugging water, especially with how dry it can get in the wagon. So, our merch manager, M, had a friend who worked at the venue we played a couple shows ago, and he wasn't there, but he was very sweet and got her flowers. They smell very pretty. They could have looked better probably 2 days ago. Then this was a gift from a fan that we really want to hang over the mantle here. We just haven't found the right way to do it since this is like hard. But they crocheted this Honey Revenge mini quilts for us, and it's so cute. We love fan gifts, so anytime we can incorporate those into our life. This one was so cool. A fan made us a giant lava lamp. It's so cool, and it kind of works as a pillow, and it says Retrovision on it. Very, very cool.
Let's see here. Up here, I don't know if y'all are familiar with the pop punk grandma, our friend Yvette. She hand makes these quilts for bands on tour, and this time through she made us this one for the Loving and Losing tour. And let me unfold it. She said that she hit up some of our fans on Twitter to do like these little messages on here. So it's like genuinely one of the sweetest things I've ever seen, and I love it so much. Thank you, Yvette.
We love you and anyone who is involved in making this. She also makes amazing homemade chapstick. I have hundreds of Yvette chapsticks everywhere in my life, and I can never have enough of them. My lips are terribly chapped all the time, so I'm a chapstick addict. Yeah, so I'll go in my drawer first because I don't really have anything in there besides shoes, but I can show you guys all that. I have been revolving and changing between, I have my big stompies, which are like about here on me, and they're big platforms. I have these Doc Marten Mary Janes that are dark purple and perfect for the new color scheme. One of my best friends, her mom, got me this adorable little bee journal. She said it would be good for like songwriting, and it had little bookmarks that say Seattle on them. I'm a big bookworm, so that was really sweet and perfect for when I get home and need to like write a song on the go. But I've been keeping all my shoes there. We have kind of like a random drawer, and in here, I don't know if it's in here right now, we have like tape, and then a steamer for our clothes, and then we have 2 different Polaroid cameras. We've been selling Polaroids on this tour, kind of a cool little memorabilia item, you know, a memory from a show, and you can see exactly what we were wearing. So we've been selling those at merch, so we have like the Polaroids and stuff up there. Oh, this was on here when we got here. I don't know that our camp necessarily would agree with it.
What?
I think they want nugs and drugs.
Only good drugs, though. Only the good ones.
I don't even know. It is fun, but a smoke monster.
They were drawing. Every day they were writing what day of tour it was. I think they lost track. Obviously, we're like 2.5 weeks in, but they were taking a lot of pride in the fact that they were spelling the number wrong. So it says 2 TOO, 3. I can't even see how that 4 FOR.
9.
Yeah.
10.
Like
11.
They're all just spelled funny. And a reminder to lock the door because we don't want any creepy crawlers on our wagon. We had a crazy day not too long ago where we were actually in Chicago. We played a show in Salt Lake on our day off. We flew to Chicago. That next morning we played WGN News, which was so cool. And then we immediately hopped on a plane and headed to Denver and played a show that night. But on that off day, our merch manager M and our driver Will stopped at a Buc-ee's and got this guy and a blanket. And I'm not the biggest fan of Buc-ee's myself.
I'm Bucky phobic.
Yeah, might be a little off the beaten path from what most touring people say. Not a ton of veggie options. Maybe Bucky could look into that. But it is a very comfy pillow for when we're sitting and hanging out. This is Kelsey's section. This is where our photographer edits. We've been doing a fun thing every night where we all sit together and do awards at the end of the show. Kind of like jokingly, but it's kind of a nice way to boost morale. Like, you know, if Donnie's been extra helpful, we'll say, you know, most helpful person of the day. We always give Kelsey takes the most photos because she's pretty good about that. Just silly something and kind of show our appreciation for one another at the end of the night. So Kelsey usually sits here and edits, and then we all sit here and do our awards. Bunk time. This is not that cool. This is the junk bunk. This is where we put all of our extra bags. Climb up here. And whenever I need socks or to put my dirty laundry away, I have all my books for when I'm like done currently reading the series I'm reading. I can put the books I'm done with, put them up there. So you guys kind of caught me at the beginning of my fantasy findings. I was just getting back into reading fantasy, and I read all the Sarah J. Maas books. Then I read Leigh Bardugo's series, Shadow and Bone. Then I read her series 6 of Crows. I've been reading a lot. I took a little break from series and palette cleanser from fantasy, and now I'm back. So this is my new series that I just started. It's called The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang that my friend recommended, and so I'm not super deep, but I'm like a couple hundred pages into the first book, so I'll follow that up in a second. This is my bunk. Big reveal. So crazy. I sleep here. I have the little taller one because I do like to sit up and read, and I like to journal, and I like to edit in here sometimes. This is Chet. He is the first Squishmallow I got on our very first tour, so he's probably in the first digital tour bus video we ever did, but his description was that he loves the open road. So I bring him on all our tours. We're thinking about making him a playlist with like Chasing Pavements by Adele, Life is a Highway, Moving On by Asking Alexandria, all the songs that reference the road. I got 2 pillows. We got a lot of extra outlets, and then I get very homesick. So I have pictures of me and my boyfriend and my 2 best girlfriends from back home, Ray and Areli. Just something to remember back home when I'm feeling lonely. I'm big on decorating. I love using pictures as decor. And then we have this little net here where we just keep all of our stuff. This is my journal. I try and journal every day. I usually like put my journal entries in my phone, and then I am able to keep track of how I felt throughout the day and then reflect on those feelings later. In here, my book, as I mentioned. This is like a little book light that my boyfriend got me. It like clips into the pages, and you know, I got used to reading on the road in a dark van, but it has 3 settings. Pretty cool. Let's see what fell. Oh, a fan got me these earrings, so I just have some fan gifts in there. I have multiple of the Yvette chapsticks in there. Super cute. And then I have a little dry shampoo bottle in there. I don't wash my hair very much, so helps me keep myself up, and it all fell down again. It's not the most stable piece of technology.
Let's get my light on. And I sleep right over in here. I got some nice little middle bunk action, tactical single pillow for quick sleeping and stuff. This thing got a little air vent in here, because when you close your door, it gets so hot and stuffy, and it's like impossible to breathe. So this little vent, and also in addition, I got to go beside you right over here. I got this little tiny fan here that I'll kind of just like prop in right there to get more cold air from the bottom, and that actually does help. Other than that, I just got like my nighttime water. She just tucks in at the top of the headboard, and then I got a dark chocolate bar in case I get hungry. I also have earrings from the same homie from Dev, another phone charger, and my wallet. Yeah, we all business, baby.
This is just our merch manager, Em. She likes a top bunk. I don't know how she does it every night. Thanks, Donnie. She's a big Snoopy girl, so I'll show off her Snoopy, because she loves Snoopy. But she's very clean. She makes her bed every day. I definitely just did it for this. I'm not a bed maker kind of girl. I'm kind of like, I'm gonna sleep in it anyways, you know? But yeah, everyone's bed is just kind of a bed, I think. We got some film in our photographer's bunk, and we label them so everyone knows who sleeps where. But I will say, the other day Donnie mistook our bass player for our merch manager, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And so I made them switch bunks when we stopped at a gas station, and I made Donnie like go in here. I said, oh, I need something from M, and then Cher was in there, and we tricked them.
I was just sleepy enough where I fell for it too. Would you like to see our toilet? Here she is! Ta-da!
Gorgeous.
No solids in there.
No.
They'll kill you.
They'll kill you.
And I think the best part of the entire wagon is our shower storage room. Well, this is our shower room. We don't use the shower. I keep my acoustic guitar in here. We have her Pilates machine in here. We had a shoe rack hanging up.
And today,
This is the Pilates machine.
this is my yoga mat. This is my workout stuff.
I think there's a vacuum in there too. So yeah, anything but a shower goes back here.
Sometimes we keep my boyfriend in there, apparently.
If you go shower.
The shower's hungry. We have to feed it.
Well, thanks for stopping by and checking out our home on the road. You can follow us on all of our socials at Honey Revenge CA. We're playing Riot Fest this year.
In Chicago.
In Chicago, where we are right now.
Yes, we'll be there on Friday, September 19th, but we'll probably be hanging out the whole weekend because we have lots of bands we want to see. We're doing Warped Tour Orlando. By the time this is out, that'll probably be the only Warped Tour left. But maybe Long Beach. Long Beach is at the end of July. And we have lots of very exciting stuff that we'll be announcing very soon that you can keep your eyes out for. But for now, stream Risk by Honey Revenge. Check out the openers on our tour.
We got Nightlife, Vana, Daisy Grenade, and Wolf and Bear for the beginning of this tour.
Yes, so they're lovely. This has been one of my favorite tours ever because we have so many awesome bands and friends. Make sure you check them out, and maybe we'll see you next time in another upgrade.